Hey guys, AirT is here, Air for short. I'm going to open a Light and Darkness scroll, and I'm going to discuss the runes for whatever monster we end up getting. Now these are just suggestions, and you don't need to follow them if you don't want to, but also feel free to leave any suggestions of your own in the comment section below if I don't suggest something that you think might work. So let's open the scroll here. 5, 6, 7, 8, summon. Lightning. Oh, very cool. Okay, awesome. This is the Dark Succubus. She is an attack type, and her skills are Dreamy Invitation. Attacks with a bat and puts the enemy to sleep for one turn with a 50% chance. Recovers the attack gauge by 50% if the enemy falls asleep. Just like every other succubus, it's really awesome if it works. 50% isn't very high. Well, I mean, it's not so bad. It increases to about a 70, I think, once you max it out. Either way, not bad if they fall asleep. She gets a 50% speed bonus for her next turn. Twisted Joy attacks the enemy, transfers up to 2 harmful effects you're currently under, and heals yourself for 30% of the damage dealt with this attack. The damage of this attack increases as the enemy's HP gets lower. So the lower their HP, the more damage it's going to do. So this is designed to do to almost basically finish off a monster. Transferring of 2 harmful effects that you're under isn't so bad. It's not amazing, mostly because you don't really want to have them to begin with, and usually you end up either blocking against them or you clear them up with another monster. But healing yourself 30% of the damage dealt isn't bad. Yeah, and she's an attack type, so it should do a lot of damage. So yeah, if they're like full health, then it's not going to do a lot of damage. But if you have, harmful effects, then you can transfer up to 2, I guess. And then we've got her third skill here, Night Hag Scuttle. Okay. A swarm of bats attacks all enemies, dealing damage proportionate to their maximum HP, and also having a 75% chance to disturb the HP recovery for 2 turns. Okay, so this is more designed as a debuff. Proportionate to their maximum HP is good against really tanky monsters, but usually you don't see these doing much unless it's a boss when it comes to maximum HP. So I would say the skill is actually probably better for bosses. It attacks all enemies, so that's not bad. Disturbing HP recovery with a 75% chance isn't bad. You can probably get that up to 100% once you max her out. Okay, so she's kind of a mix of things. She's an attack type. Puts them to sleep, that's not bad. Transfers harmful effects and does more damage with lower HP on the enemy, as well as heals herself 30%, and then does damage proportionate to the maximum HP. Now, I'm assuming if you improve her attack power, this will still do quite a bit of damage, but I know with Sigmarus, or Water Phoenix, his third skill really doesn't do that much compared to his first and second, even though it attacks all enemies, because it is also based on maximum HP, so it doesn't do much. So this is more for applying the HP recovery debuff, which is for 2 turns. I'm really not certain how to rune her, to be honest. I guess accuracy for sure, for the sleeping, and the HP debuff. I don't know if you can resist transferring harmful effects. It's possible. You can do Rage Blade for sure. She's an attack type, and you can just aim for a lot of damage. And then if you do Rage Blade, do attack percentage on 2, crit damage on 4, and attack percentage on 6, and look for crit rate substats. You could do a mix, so you could do Fatal Focus. So you go for attack power as well as accuracy for her first and third skill, and potentially second, I guess. And if you do Fatal Focus, I would do attack percentage on 2, attack percentage on 4, or crit damage again on 4, if you've got good crit rate stats on those runes, and then attack percentage on 6, and look for accuracy substats. You could also make her really fast so she gets to attack more often. It doesn't look like speed really does much for her. So yeah, I mean you could try to make her fast by putting speed on too, but I wouldn't give her swift runes or anything. Um, let's see, what else could you do with her? So we've got Rage Blade, Fatal Focus. She does attack everybody with this third skill, so you could do Despair. You could go Despair Focus, and then do attack percentage on 2, 4, and 6, and accuracy substats. If you can't get any accuracy, put accuracy on 6. Um, so Despair is an option. You could try Vamp Runes, I guess, if you've got good, strong Vamp Runes. This already heals 30%, so you'll add an extra, what is it? I think Vamp Runes also do 30%, so that'll be about 60% of the damage would be healed, or you'd heal yourself by 60% of the damage you inflict. Vamp Runes could be kind of good. This attacks all enemies. It potentially hits more than once, so Vamp Runes are pretty useful for that. Yeah, so you could try Vamp Blade, and then attack percentage on 2, crit damage on 4, attack percentage on 6, and look for crit rate substats. I wouldn't recommend Vamp Focus, because really with Vamp you need them to do as much damage as possible. You basically rune as if you're doing Rage Blade, except you sub Rage runes with Vamp runes, because you're really hoping that they'll heal. Yeah, so those are some suggestions. I mean, obviously you can go Violent with her if you want. I don't see much benefit to it. I mean, this is available every 5 turns. You can probably get that down to every 4. This is probably every 3 once you max it out. And yeah, so I wouldn't do Vamp runes. I mean, Violent runes. You could do Revenge runes. If they fall asleep, she'll get a 50% bonus to her next attack. So that's an idea. You could do Revenge with her. So you could go Fatal Revenge. That's an option. Yeah, those are my ideas. Leave any suggestions of your own in the comment section below if I didn't suggest something that you think might work. We've got a few options here. We've got Rage Blade, we've got Fatal Focus, we could do Fatal Revenge, you could do Despair Focus, and you could go Vamp Blade. Those are my ideas for this monster. Really, attack percentage is a big deal for her, as well as accuracy. Yeah. So, till next time, peace.